morning. You're watching FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. We're at Surfaces 2024, second day of the show, and we're in the largest space at the show with the largest flooring company in the world, Mohawk Industries, and I'm with Kelli Widdifield, who's Senior Vice President of Marketing. Kelli, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kemp. We're excited to be here. Good to see you.
Yeah, you got a vibe going here. You got your dancing shoes on here, and you're ready to go, right?
We are ready to go. It's a really exciting week for us, and Surfaces has been great so far.
So how's business been? So I know we know last year was a little soft. How are things currently, and what are your anticipations for this year?
Yeah, we're really excited for the year. We're seeing business pick up. All of our new product launches this year are driving a lot of growth opportunities for us. And honestly, no pun intended, we've had a lot of momentum through our road shows, and now coming into Surfaces, that's continued. So it's vibrant here. We have been slammed with customers, so it's a great year for us, we think.
Well, let's mention those road shows, because that's a real indication. That's a more intimate gathering with your customers, and I understand that attendance at the Mohawk road shows is up like 35% this year.
Yeah, depending on the location, 35 to 50, 60% up, and so we're seeing so many of our customers, they're showing up. It gives us a great opportunity to have that intimate interaction, talk about our new launches, all of our new marketing, all the programs that we're bringing forward, and those have proven to be really productive for us.
So you had Dallas last week, and you're West Coast next week? Or?
West Coast next week. We end in Huntington Beach this year.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's talk about this show. I think one of the things you're most excited about is the Resilient Revolution. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Resilient Revolution is something that we started at the tail end of last year. A new thing for us, it's a campaign that we brought forward to the trade, and really it was to set the industry on notice that we are innovating in the resilient space. The muse and sort of inspiration for it, we looked at the disruptors in the art space, people like Banksy. And so you'll see graffiti and this crown logo that we've used throughout the fall and coming into our road shows and now here at Surfaces. For us, it's all about innovating in the resilient space and disrupting. And so we've done a lot of consumer insights. We've looked at the market offerings. We've identified that there's an opportunity to improve upon performance in the space, but also bring a higher level of beauty and very realistic look to resilient flooring, as well as sustainability. And so with our big line launches this year, that's what we've been focused on with both PureTech and SolidTech Premier with Signature HDX.
Let's talk about, the consumer buys products because of, some of the performance and the specs of how the product's made, but they really buy it because of what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And this signature technology, you rolled out 3 years ago, I think, on your laminate products, and now you're rolling it over on your resilient products, right?
We are. We're bringing out a new level of signature, though. So the HDX is yet another level of precision in the graphics. We have many more layers in the technology, so it is almost photorealistic. If you look at a lot of the products that are in the vinyl space, the resilient space, they actually have a bit of a blur to them. And if you look at our Signature HDX technology on SolidTech Premier, look at it under a jeweler's loupe and compare it to wood, it's identical.
So you mentioned two products. We talked about the one with Signature. What was the other one?
So the other one is the Mohawk PureTech line. And so that is a sustainable flooring type in the resilient space. We're very excited. We've backed that up with our plastic bank relationship, which is helping take single-use plastics out of our oceans and waterways, which we think is a really important cause.
So it's got post-consumable that comes into making it initially?
Yeah, so it is a recycled and renewable core and no PVC. And so that is, a great innovation. It's something that we know from a next-gen consumer perspective is very important to them. And we think, it's a great product, beautiful visuals, and the dealer response has been fantastic.
Now you're planting some trees too, right?
We are planting trees. We've struck a relationship with a group called One Tree Planet. Yeah. And so in a lot of our other space, RevWood in particular, TechWood, we're backing up that product with a relationship that every product purchase goes towards planting trees and reforesting the U.S. forests.
All right, so we've talked about resilient. Let's go over to RevWood and the laminate category for a minute. You've built a massive operation factory in North Carolina, and that business continues to grow disproportionately. I mean, you're taking share in laminate, right?
We are, and we're very excited about our laminate products. RevWood has been a very strong performer for us, And we've done some updates to our branding and brought forward some new campaign assets with the American Originals campaign. That's our campaign to our dealers, but our dealers are using those assets with consumers. That's resonating, and that's fueling the growth that started over the last couple of years.
Okay, a couple more things we need to hit on. Let's talk about carpet for a minute. I mean, obviously you've got that flagship Karastan brand, and you're continuing to update that and add new styles there, right?
Yeah, that is a lynch point for us within our product offering in the soft surface side. We've got a lot of focus on fashion and design and patterns, and we're seeing those play out in all kinds of growth for us. So that is a strong part of our portfolio. We've also taken our Godfrey Hirst brand and we've done some updates there, new campaign for that, and a lot of focus on product innovation and new design there. That wool characteristic is really important at the upper tier, but we've also expanded in other elements of Godfrey Hirst. And then this year we've brought out Pet Premier, which we're super excited about. That is a supplemental line for us that is focused on that hardcore pet owner. We have a lot of great promotional elements to that, and the product itself is beautiful.
You know, I like to get with retailers and ask them, what do you see and what do you like? And just the other day, right when I got here, I asked an NFA member, what are you excited about? And they mentioned the Karastan. So
that's great.
That's a good testament.
Yeah.
So has that covered all the new stuff this year?
Yeah, that's all the new stuff. We're continuing with our Smart Strain campaign and the Rhino. We're doubling down on that. That has gotten, a great response from the industry, and we're super excited about Rhino conservation and our partnership there.
So you're continuing to do the Rhino message, and that's point of sale, because when the consumer comes in and they're worried about whether or not their carpet will last with their pet, you say, well, we've got this Rhino living on this, right?
Yeah, the Rhino, and we've actually got here a demo that shows the carpet that was in the pen with the Rhino. So you can see it live. We're bringing a lot of those assets into in-store, and that is a story that the dealers are using with consumers. It's a quick get, and people love, there's a lot of heart there.
All right, Kelly, thanks for spending time with us and talking to our listeners. Again, been talking to Kelli Widdifield, the Senior Vice President of Marketing at Mohawk, and you've been watching Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.